arms. So he's a little compromised. All right, when you're ready, come on over to your mat. We're going to meet cross-legged with your blocks available. And then you can bring your one dominant leg in front of the other. And try not to squeeze your legs in super tight. Kind of let them be a little bit in front of you. Put your blocks in front of you. And then just lean forward. This is the morning. My hips are always really tight. So blocks will bring the floor up to you. Any height. And just relax. Just the nature of this stretch, you should feel it in the outsides of your hips. Fully relax your torso, your head, neck, shoulders. And just do a little scan of your body, and wherever you're feeling that resistance, that tightness, just breathe. See if you can find that Ujjayi breath. If you know it, it's a little Darth Vader in the back of your throat with your mouth closed. And slowly walk yourself up. Beautiful. You're going to bring your right hand to your left knee and stretch your left arm up and rotate. Place it down. Gentle twist. I'm going to pull the navel in and twist from the navel up. And then bring your head to the center. Keep your hand where it is and give me a side bend to the right. See if you can push that left knee down as opposed to dragging it towards you. A little bit of resistance there. Push here and reach over there. You feel a lovely stretch in that left side body. And rise. Beautiful. Let's change the legs. And again, they're not too close to you. And fold forward. Breathe into that lower back. Breathe into those side waist lungs. And slowly walk yourself up to seated again. And now left hand comes to right knee. Right arm up and twist. Try to work on the nice long back here. Belly in, twist from the belly. And your hand stays on your knee. You just give me a nice side bend to the left. Push this hand down into that right knee. Nice oppositional stretch there. Beautiful. And rise your arm to lift yourself up. And some shoulder rolls. Reverse your shoulders. And we're coming over for our cat-cows on all fours. So when you're ready, just flip it over Meet me, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Flatten your feet. And give me a nice dropping of the tail, dropping of the belly as you look forward. Tailbone to the ceiling. Feet are flat here. And then if you like, as you round, you can tuck your toes under and pull away from the floor. And then come back through to your cow, flat feet. And move with your own breath. As you do your cat, you curl your toes under. Try to make space between you and the floor. Move with your own breath. Two more times. And last one of each. And then meet me in your down dog. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up, keep your knees bent, just pedal it out. Nice and easy down dog, no jamming those heels, just walk for 4, 3, gonna walk to the front of the mat in 2, nice stroll in 1, walk to your hands. Nice ragdoll fold here. And then tuck your tailbone towards your feet and roll up super slow, belly engaged. Head last. And land those shoulders back. Beautiful. And when you're ready, hands on hips, right ankle to the inside of the left, or you could go into a low tree or a high tree. Square off your hips, hands to prayer. Focus in on your foot pressing into your thigh and your thigh pushing into the foot. Nice, strong left leg. And breathe in, hold, out, and release. Beautiful. You're going to take that leg back about 3 feet, turn it out to the corner, and make sure your feet are hip width. And then square off those hips and come down halfway. Make sure you have your blocks nearby. You'd like to take your hands onto your blocks. Do a little pyramid stretch. Hands onto the blocks or down to the block. So even if you can touch the floor, it's nice to have the props to work on that hamstring a little deeper stretched and overachieving the arms. Should be feeling the front of that leg, not locked out in the kneecap so you can feel the hamstring. Beautiful. One more round of breath here. Keep squaring up the hips. Pull that left hip back. And then step it forward into your ragdoll. Bend your knees. Hang. Tailbone comes forward towards your feet. Belly in. Let's roll it up. Head, neck, and shoulders last. And shoulder rolls. Beautiful. Let's take the shoulders in the other direction. Forward. Up, forward, and around. For 4, 3. Beautiful. And let's do the other side. So again, ankle can come right here, inside of left leg, or low tree. Or bring it up. Just make sure it's not on the kneecap. Square off your pelvis. Nice. Firm right leg. Organically open that knee out to the side. Try to bring up energy through the arch of your foot. Nice and strong rooted leg. I know sometimes, some days, not easy. It's okay if you fall out of it. We are not perfect. Move. In for 4. Hold. Out. And gently release it. And step it back about 3 feet. Turn your foot out to the corner of the room. Again, make sure you're on railroad track feet. They're not too close together. And come down halfway. Grab your blocks. Totally fine to have that knee on the front leg soft and bent, especially in the morning, that hamstring. Keep pulling your right hip back to match where your left hip is in space. And just breathe. And then gently step it forward to your ragdoll. Fold it down. Let's take opposite elbows with our hands. Shake your head, yes and no. Sway your torso left and right. And place your hands down. We're going to down dog. So when you're ready, just walk your feet back so you find your nice down dog. And pedal out your feet. Maybe move your hips right and left. Any shape you'd like to move in this down dog. And let's make our way to our plank. And hold. Heels of hands under shoulders. Tight belly. Straight back. 4, 3, we're going child's pose in 2. And take those knees out wide. And drop the hips back. Beautiful. You can roll your forehead around on the mat, temple to temple. Move your body right and left. And bring both your hands over to the right side. Big stretch to the right side. Take your bind if you know your bind. Take that right hand around to your opposite left hip, palm up to the sky, and stretch. Slowly come out of your bind, come back to the center, and go to the left. And take your bind. Come back to the center and lift up halfway and right arm to the ceiling. Let's reach under the left side, but don't land it. And do that 3 more times. So just reach to the left and open up. It'll be your last one here. We'll land the next time. Bring it through and place it down. Try to have a nice left anchored arm so you can rotate to that side with your chest. And breathe. In. And out. One more round of breath. Then use that left hand to come back up again. One more rotation with the right arm up. And come back to the center. Let's do the other side. Left arm up. And be curious how each repetition you can maybe open up more. Let's bring it under. Three more. Really working into that back. And when you're ready, land that arm underneath you. And breathe. Last round of breath in. And out. And make your way back up again. Beautiful. Let's lay down flat on our bellies. Take your hands out to the side of your shoulders or forward a little bit. Feet are flat. Really push the feet down. And a little cobra sensation for the back. Lift your chest up. So you're in control of how high you go up with your back. Really use your fingers like tripods, elbows up to the sky. And then come down slowly, head to one side. We'll do that one more time. When you're ready, come back up again. Pubic bone stays down, thighs stay down, tops of the feet press down. And come down and rest your head the other way. And then straighten out your arms like a beautiful T shape. Palms down. Walk your left fingertips in, back into that little tripod feeling. Lift your left leg off the floor and just flip it over. Getting a nice pec stretch in that right side of your body here. Find that breath, in for 4. Out. And gently come back to the center. And let's change sides. Walk the other fingertips in. Lift your right leg and flip it over. Last round of breath. In. And out. And unwind. Beautiful. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Hands underneath your head. And the feet come together. And then open your knees out to the width of the mat. So a big, big diamond with your knees wide as the mat. Your feet are together, they're clapping. And then just try to drop your feet towards the floor and then feel that stretch. So my soles of my feet are together like I'm clapping my feet. And then let your feet be heavy. Again, this is your outsides of your hips. And if you like, you can drop one foot and then kind of windshield wiper the other one. So just kind of go back and forth like windshield wipers. So just extend one leg to the front corner and then extend the other leg to the front corner. And then bring the feet back together again and then let them lower themselves down. Maybe you got a tiny bit looser with those hips. And just breathe 2 rounds of breath here. Let those feet completely relax towards the mat. And then very gently bring your feet back up to the ceiling. Bring your knees behind your hips and lower your left leg. And let's do a nice quad stretch for the right side. Option just to bring the heel to the booty and feel that stretch, or go around and catch the foot. Head can be down on your hands, or you can push into your forearm and do a little mini back bend also if you'd like. Remember to anchor your hip, squeeze the glute and draw the heel in a little closer. About 15 seconds, 3 rounds of breath. Very gently release your foot. We'll make the way to the other side. And your option with your mini back bend or head down on your arm. Another 15 seconds, nice breath into that quad. And when you're ready, very gently release out of that foot. Now let's go to puppy pose. Hands under shoulders. Make your way up. Bring your knees underneath your hips. And then reach forward and lower the chest down. Mid upper back stretch. See if you can widen your sits bones. Send your glutes right up towards where the ceiling and the wall meet. And walk your hands underneath your shoulders. And we're in a quadruped. Let's do a little core work for our, while we're in our quadruped. Curl your toes under and lift your knees off the floor. Option to stay with the knee hover, or you can tap and lift. Tap and lift. You've got 15 seconds. Tap and lift, or just stay with the hover. Pull that navel in. Make sure your knees are no higher than ankle height. We're done in 3, 2, and down with the knees. Beautiful. Flatten your feet and sit back on your feet. Quad stretch here. Hopefully it's available to be here. You can always sit with the block if your quads are dying. Arm stretch if you like, goalpost arms. Elbows forward and look up. And maybe take your hands behind you, interlace them, pull them to your feet, open up your chest. Beautiful. And a little side bend here. Right hand down. If you'd like the block, you can take the block or just reach it over. Up and over to the other side. And just fall over to one side and straighten out your legs. Try to flex your feet. See if you can get your ankles to lift off the floor for a hot second. Nice active legs. And then relax your ankles and reach for those toes. And just fold it down. 30 seconds. And roll it up slowly. Take your hands behind you, fingers face your seat, push the heels down and lift up to your reverse plank. Try to widen across your chest, squeeze your seat, lift your hips a little higher and come on down. Beautiful. And one more forward fold. Arms up and reach. When you can go no further with your torso, relax your hands. Last 30 seconds and then we'll be in our final resting pose. And roll up one vertebrae at a time. You can do your Shavasana with your feet up, with your legs on the blocks, or you can do your diamond legs, or legs up the wall. If you have a wall, just have a nice supported place to put those legs. Give me 10 breaths at least, or a few minutes if you have it. I'll do the 10 breaths with you and then I'll leave you for a little bit. Completely surrender. Give yourself another few minutes if you have it. I'll leave you there. Namaste, beautifuls. Enjoy. A few more minutes, please. Just stay.